Coming to you from the center of the universe in Lipsick, Wisconsin, it's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. This is episode 66. I'm Tom.
Kyle.
And Al.
So, well, I guess the news of the day is it's freaking cold outside.
Just a touch.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was, let's see, when I got up this morning, it was 9 below.
Yeah, there's no good reason for that ever. So just a brief overview of what we got coming up tonight. Interview with the Maui Classic Cruisers. Man, well, it was kind of fun talking to those guys, knowing that it's only 2:30 in the afternoon there and
75 degrees.
75 degrees.
Shut up, Kyle.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got
I keep telling my students that Tennessee's looking better and better every day.
Oh, yeah.
A little colder there sometimes, but not like this.
But yeah, they hang out for that. That was a great conversation with those guys. The other thing that went on Saturday night was a chili bowl. That was your first foray into watching the chili bowl. What did you think of that?
You know, watching the watching the midgets race, I don't know, something about those cars, I'm just drawn to it. I thought it was very entertaining.
You know they're full-size people driving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So make
The
sure.
midget cars, there we go.
That's when I was telling my students about the chili bowl. They thought it was a bunch of Rico Abreu's out there. He said, no, it's not midgets like that. It's the car name.
And besides, they're little people.
They're
They're
little
not
people.
midgets, yeah.
No, midgets are raced.
Midgets raced, yeah. Little people are little people.
Yes.
But, you know, Beaver Dam's own Matt Rechek, he was tied for number one in points going into the final events of Thursday night. He was ahead of all the NASCAR guys, ahead of all the IndyCar guys, and like I said, tied for points. Had a little bit of trouble later on in the night, but man, it was still fun to see somebody from Beaver Dam down there in Tulsa showing them boys how it's done. So then Saturday night, congratulations to Emerson Axum for taking the win. I think everybody in the world wanted Kyle Larson to win, but when Larson ended up upside down, it just ended the whole night. Then you never knew what was going to happen. The track was lightning fast. Tires held up. Man, I can't wait for next year. The other thing I want to mention, you guys saw the video, right? Kyle, you posted it. And you saw the video of the guys, the Martini.
I did.
Martini Works guys that came out. I'll tell you what, if you guys are listening to this, that made my frickin' day. I think it made all of our days. We put a lot of work into that, and to see you guys out there sharing it on TikTok and your socials like that, just made our day. Just to see that there's people out there that really enjoy what we're putting on and picked up on the vibe that we're trying to put out, and it was really cool. You guys are all welcome to come down here. You know, a lot of the shows, they kind of frown on the tuner guys. We don't. So you guys come out here. We're all car guys, and we'd love to have you come out. I just can't say enough about that video. That was cool.
Yeah, I love their description. In the middle of a freaking cornfield, and then there was a bar.
Yeah, and that's what it was, too.
That's us.
And I just got to thank Sam for taking me in that. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have seen that as soon as I did.
And, I don't even know when they actually put it out there, but it was such an accurate description, too.
It was.
And I don't know if they knew it was out there or they just happened upon it.
No, they said on the video they just stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that...
And I think they posted earlier this week, or late last week.
So if you guys, it's on our Facebook page, on the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast Facebook page.
And I also have it reposted on the TikTok page.
Yep.
So it's, if you go to our stuff, you'll see it.
And so before we get to all that, easy for me to say. Speaking of all the social media stuff, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So if you're watching those things, hit like and subscribe, share, leave us a message. We'd love to talk to you guys.
And just to keep it simple, all the logos of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast with the blue background.
Yeah.
The blue background is the current stuff.
Yeah, we tried to merge our two Facebook pages and it didn't work. And anyway, we'll have another page just for our car show and another one for the podcast.
We're not going to make new ones. It'll be the same.
Yeah, they'll be the same ones, but a little bit of rebranding. So one of the things we want to do is thank our sponsors for 2026. for the car shows. Precision Stripping and Tires, Jumper over there in Reeseville. Bruce's Classic Restorations, LLC from the Slinger Metro area. M&S Fabrication, which would be Bob over there in Juneau. And Dodgeland FFA alumni. So thank you guys, for helping us put these shows on. We really appreciate it.
Couldn't do it without you.
That's right. So coming up next is going to be Scott and Kenny Ventura from the Maui Classic Cruisers. And you're going to want to hang on for this. What a great conversation with those guys. So joining us from a little bit west of here in Maui, Hawaii, is Scott and Ken from the Maui Classic Cruisers. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, I was out in Maui. Last time I was there was in 2020, Scott, and I got to tour your shop, and I got to see the cars that you guys have. Unfortunately, you didn't have any events going on at that point in time.
Right.
But talk a little bit about the hot rod scene out there in Maui and maybe how the cruisers came to be.
Sure. Well, I've got Kenny Ventura here, who started it with his wife 51 years ago, 1974, November. And I'll let him speak in a minute, but we basically were asked to run the club as they got older. And Kenny's beloved wife, Patty, was passing away, and she really wanted to keep this thing going. So my wife Wendy, and I figured out how we could do this while we're still working and trying to run a club of this size. It's a pretty good undertaking. So I've got Kenny here. He can tell you a little bit more how he started it, because I don't know all the history. That's why I dragged him over here to talk a little bit. But we're so thankful to still have him with us. He comes to every event, and here he is.
All right.
Hi, this is Ken.
Hi, Ken. How are you? So
I'm doing okay.
Scott just said that you go to every single event. Now, do you still bring a classic car to these events?
Yeah, in fact, I brought one today too. I thought you'd be here.
If I could pack this up and be out there, I definitely would. What do you drive every day, Ken?
Everyday car is a Scion.
Okay.
And my Mazda truck.
Okay.
And then the hot rods, well, it's only on club events or stuff like that, yeah.
Okay. What's your hot rods?
Well, today I brought my 1951 Kaiser Henry J.
Nice.
Beautiful. Is that factory stock, or is that
No, that's all modified. Oh. Only the body looks like a Henry J.
Perfect. That's the way they were intended to be built.
Yeah.
So you started this club in 1974. You want to talk about the beginning days of your club?
Yeah. We used to belong to this club called Valley Al Vintage. And I kind of didn't like the way it was running, and it was handling because of the people was running it that just wasn't doing the right thing. So they were kind of ripping off the people from the club. And so this one day in November, was cruising in Lahaina. We turned into the Cannery Mall, and this thought went through my mind. You know what? I think I want to make a club of our own and run it right. So that's how it started. I had my Henry J as my first car. Then my second car, I rebuilt a 59 Corvette, so I had two to start off the club.
There you go.
Yeah, and then from there on, all the guys that like to follow me left the Valley Al Vintage, and they all started joining our club. At one point, we had over 100 members, and we kept it going pretty good till now. But the club has gotten so big in numbers for cars and stuff, and get different little clubs. So got to share the talents from everybody. Yeah? And I was so fortunate to have talked to Scott earlier, and we just happened to talk about the club, and I asked him, what do you think about running on club? He told me, I would love to run a club someday, but I said, right now I couldn't do it. I'm too busy. And so I told him, okay, kind of a little bit, I did a little bit more rush than that. So then my wife was going downhill fast. So one day I called him. I told Scott, can you come to the Saturday night outing at Peggy Sue's and bring your wife, please? I would really appreciate you guys coming. So they came, and in front of all club members, we must have had 80 or 100 that night.
Yeah.
And I asked them, Scott and Wendy, could you folks help us by taking over this club and running it for so that it can keep going? And it's hard for them to say no, yeah, when all the people are around. So,
Pressure.
Good for you. That's the right way to do it.
yeah, so, and they accepted to do it. And Scott can vouch for me that night my wife almost didn't make it home.
Mm-hmm.
She was so sick.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that. From then till now, I've helped them as much as I can. And my wife used to still help them what she could.
Right.
Until she passed. So,
Well,
but
I'm
that's
sorry
how
to
it
hear that,
started.
but
Yeah.
that's great. I don't remember exactly how the days panned out when I was there the last time. But my wife and I were just driving around upcountry, and you guys were coming back from somewhere up there. We were right around by Kula, and I saw a bunch of cars, and then that's kind of what got us all into it. It's like, well, there's got to be a club. So then I found out the information of the club, and that's how I got in touch with Scott and Wendy. And but what a amazing place to cruise. I mean, I even looked the other day to see what it would cost to get my truck to Maui to drive at Maui, because people don't understand the beauty of that island. And and I looked, and it's going to be about an $8,000 round trip. And I thought, well, for that, I can rent a Corvette or something. Yeah. But boy, is it absolutely beautiful out there.
What you got to do is you have a secondary vehicle, just park it here. I'll put it in my storage, and then you just fly over and use it.
There you go.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, easy situation there.
So
Smart, huh?
Yeah. So Scott, what kind of cars do you have? I know you had a car that belonged to Jesse James the last time I was there, right? Like a 48 Chevy, if I remember correct.
Yeah, it's Jesse James 47 Fleetline.
Okay.
That is actually being bodyworked and supposed to be painted and done in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
All the chrome came back from Salt Lake City. We have Ogden Chrome do all of our work. Beautiful work, by the way.
Sure.
And that one should be put together the next probably 2 months. I'll be back on the road, because this is a part-time thing for us,
Yes.
And I mean, if we were doing this full time, the whole car could be done in a month. It'd be focused.
Right.
So anyway, we're just finishing up a '63 Cadillac Eldorado. That's 90% done. So this keeps us busy here on the island, when we're not cruising around.
All right. So I was there, and you had I want to say it was about a '69 El Camino that came out of Arizona. And the only reason I want to mention that is, we talk about that here. We got a car from Arizona. Well, we send a truck to Arizona. We have a truck pull the car brought up here, and they had to drop it off in our driveway. It's like a 4-day event. I know that's not the case for you guys. So what kind of problems do you have, like getting parts and cars and things like that, being out there in Maui?
Well, first of all, I think it was 60 El Camino we got out of Arizona, and we did a full rotisserie on that one. I got the car for $1,000. What do you expect? Let's go.
That was the one. Yep.
The shipping was $2,500.
Yeah.
But it just takes time. We use a company called Pasha, and cars are shipped from San Diego port in the hull of the ship. And yeah, today's rate is about $2,600.
Yep.
Per vehicle. If it's coming from the mainland, East Coast, it's very expensive to pick up cars and drag them over here. So you better love that car if you're going to do it.
Right.
So, my 34 5-window Ford Coupe Pro Street came from West Palm Beach, Florida, and we used Reliable.
Sure.
Reliable carriers. They were great. So it just takes time if you're going cross country. You've got a week to a week and a half to San Diego, depending on their stops, and then you got another week on the water to Maui. So it's not bad once it's in San Diego.
Yeah, and that's usually the hardest thing is to get it there, especially from here.
Yeah. A lot of money is spent on product and shipping. You know, we're in the middle of the Pacific. You know, what do you do?
Yeah.
It all has to be brought in. You know, there's a lot of eBay stuff, a lot of purchases to get, you know, original parts. And then you got your restoration fees. You got to send it out, you know, either rechrome or, you know, stainless polishing and all that. So there's a lot to it.
Sure. Is there still like a bunch of classic cars out there to pick from? Like, is there anything that's out there that's still could use work, like hidden in people's backyards, or is that stuff pretty much all picked over and gone through?
There's very few now, but the ones that, you know, these old timers won't let them go. You know? and
well, can you blame them?
I know, but they're out in the field. They're melting away.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad. And then, you know, when they want to sell, it's too late. You know, the body's just gone.
Sure.
But yeah, people just don't want to let these things go. You know. But yeah, there's very few now, so everything's pretty much shipped in. For that point, you know, that point of view.
So going back to the club, Kenny mentioned that, you know, the club has grown a lot since the first few days, since its first inception. How many people are part of the Maui Classic Cruisers as of today, roughly?
Kind of club members that we can count on. We must have about 80. Cars wise, must have about 400.
I think with multiple ownership, vintage cars, classic cars, hot rods, I bet you anything there's over 2,000.
Yeah.
But you know, they don't all come out, or there's a lot of projects. Like I've got a lot of project cars that I'll get to before I'm dead. You know.
Kind of hard to get after it after you're gone, but
well, you know, this thing is like a disease. You know, you find something. How come you started this? Well, you know, it's fresh. You know,
right.
It keeps me young.
Right.
As far as for me, I get 6 of my own, and Scott is no number can even say how much he has.
I have a with Grundy's insurance, classic car insurance.
Yep.
I've got 16 vehicles on that fleet, which includes a 77 GMC RV.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. So what do you, and I know you guys got a bunch of stuff. I follow you guys on Facebook, and I can't tell you how jealous I am, but I follow you guys on Facebook, and you guys got plenty of events. And you would think, being, like I said, being in Maui, that you wouldn't think there's that many cars, but you guys get, how many cars you get? I think at the last event that I see like 80 or 90 cars. If I remember right.
On a good dry evening, if there's no weather, you know, rain, you know, everybody will come out. We've had one event, we had almost 110 cars.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you know, Wendy runs the club. She does all the social media, by the way, with Instagram and Facebook. She does a fantastic job. It's almost a full-time job for her. But anyway, she saw the VWs coming in. She says, "Oh, we have a bug infestation."
Yeah.
So that night was fun. You know, we had all the buses and the bugs, and you know, we filled the aisles, and you know, the place was buzzing. When we're full like that, it's a blast.
Yeah, we do our car shows here, and the first night, we started out with 29 cars. We do every other Tuesday through the summer. First night we had 29 cars, and our last event last year we had 330. So,
nice.
Yeah, on a Tuesday, on a school night too. I mean, it's crazy how much that picks up. So yeah, like I said, and I'm gonna tell you too, if you ever get to the mainland, you guys got a standing invitation to come here and take in all things Hot Rod Tuesday. But I guess
someday we'll get to travel.
Speaking of traveling, the last time we were there, we spent a good part of the day. The day I met you was the day we spent most of the day in Lahaina. Now, unfortunately, a lot of Lahaina was lost in a fire was that a year and a half ago or so? Where is Lahaina at now? I see that Lahaina, that what they built was like 160 new homes, and there's 300 more being built. And then what other kind of updates can you give us on Lahaina?
So the permitting process with the county, they're focused on homes, private homes first. They haven't issued anything on the commercial end like Front Street. There's nothing, although the harbor is open now.
Sure.
For some of the small businesses. So they have a couple of parking lots and you walk down to the harbor. But the rest of Front Street in that area is closed off.
Okay.
I think with the county and all those oceanfront, commercial shops, Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yes.
That's never going to be rebuilt the same as they promised. There will be no oceanfront properties as far as we know. It's kind of sad. So they don't know if they want the Front Street to be like a causeway, like just a walking place where you can't drive through anymore. We don't know what they're doing. So that's still up in the air, and it's going to be another 10 years for sure.
Sure. Well,
before
that was complete devastation. We saw the videos, and it was heart-wrenching to see it, man. And I can't imagine being there to experience it, but that was something else.
It really was, yeah.
It's weary when you look at it.
It's still in my mind unbelievable that it could happen.
Right.
But look at what happened in California with the strong winds and the fires, and just devastating. Just boom, done.
Yeah.
Friend of mine in Altadena, Impala fanatic. He got lucky and didn't lose his home and all of his precious cars, but everything around him burned. So a scary time for everyone, and the rebuilding process is years.
Yeah.
But we're all helping each other as a community, and it'll be nice again someday.
That's one thing I can say about being in Hawaii, and Maui especially, is the people in Maui, the locals, everybody is so friendly. And, if you show just an ounce of respect, the people will tell you all about their culture, and I'm excited to hear it. I love going to the new places like that and hearing about the culture and eating the food and drinking the drinks, especially Mai Tais. You guys got the corner on that. Oof, you guys got the corner on that.
I agree. Yeah.
But
stuff.
But anyway, I really appreciate you guys calling in. And like I said, you've got that standing invitation if you guys ever come to the mainland on a Tuesday night, and come on out to Hot Rod Tuesday. So how can people follow along? And when I say this, if Wendy's listening, which I hope she will be eventually here when I get this out, Wendy, get some more videos when you guys are cruising, just out the window, just so people can see how gorgeous it is to be cruising there, whether it be up country. And I don't remember the highway that runs between... that runs along the ocean to go up towards the Lahaina, where you're right on the edge there, and you go through the tunnel. Man, it was just so gorgeous.
We love that ride every day. I drive that road every day to go to work, and I never get tired of it.
You guys live, is it Kaului, right? Is that where you guys?
We're in Wailuku town, yeah.
Okay.
Next to Kaului.
Okay, and because I know like this time of the year you can look out and look out in the ocean and watch the whales. It's
absolutely.
Yeah, man, is it something? But
it's beautiful.
Anyway, Scott, how can people follow along with the Maui Classic Cruisers?
Well, if you go on Facebook or Instagram, you can just follow us, Maui Classic Cruisers. Very simple. And then, there's always something going on. Wendy works on those two sites every day, and she plans new events. Like every week we have something planned, whether it's Peggy Sue's night, which is the first Saturday of every month. That's our main event. Our second Saturday of the month would be like McDonald's parking lot. We hang out and talk story.
Sure.
The third Saturday during the day, we try to do a cruise. Saturday or Sunday we do a cruise. Last week we went to Cannery Mall, and we all partaked at Calais' new restaurant.
Okay.
Nice local food.
First cruise of the year.
First cruise of the year. So that was our welcome back cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth Saturday night is a Sonic burger joint. And they've been really good to us with T-shirts and giveaways and stuff. And then, of course, we have the Cool Cat Cafe. They burned in Lahaina, and they rebuilt their new shop in Kihei
Okay.
on South Kihei Road. And they've invited us back. We go back every other month.
Yep.
And we take over the parking lot. And they're the ones that did the big show on Front Street with the 100 cars.
Oh, sure. That was
before COVID.
That was the upstairs place, kind of up on a corner, right by the harbor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool Cats and Captain Jack's. So they are going to restart that large show, hopefully late April, early May this year. And it's going to be done in Kihei.
Perfect. Yeah. So that's great. Scott, good to hear from you guys again. Kenny, wonderful to meet you. Hopefully I'll get to meet you guys in person here within the next couple of years.
I'd say in a couple of weeks. It's too cold over there. Let's go.
Kenny, did you hear the weather forecast that we have here?
Yeah, I watch that every morning. I just wondered how you folks can stand it.
Oh, it's by Thursday morning into Friday, or Thursday night into Friday. It's supposed to be, the wind chill is supposed to be 40 below zero. If you go outside for more than 2 minutes, you're going to freeze. It's ridiculous. But we don't have any big spiders and snakes. That's what everybody always says.
Oh, yeah.
No snakes here. Now, listen, I don't know if you know this, but I'm from Boston and Maine originally.
Yep.
And I've been here 36 years, and my blood's thinned out. I can't go back.
The last time that we were there, it was a night, it was like 2 nights before we left, and it was 63 degrees in Kihei at night. And I was freezing. I was like, this is
cold.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is not okay. I don't like this.
Well,
and
this past Sunday, Saturday and Sunday was like 43 at my house up in Kula.
Yeah, he's up in Kula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hurt either.
Now, going back to Kula, the Kula garage, is that still owned by the guy from Wisconsin?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's owned by my grandfather.
Okay.
And
here's some good history for you. This is the truth. Listen to this.
In 1932, my mom sold the first gallon of gas at that service station. And when I was born, it was in 1942. So my mom would take care of me up at the garage. So even my diapers got full of oil, crawling around the floors.
I love it.
Yeah,
and
that's still there.
Yeah.
And I managed to buy a piece of property from him after he passed on, and my mom inherited some land. So I still live up in Kula. I've lived there for 84 years.
Kula is if I was to live in Maui, that would be where I would go. Kihei was great, but
for a little while. Yeah.
Kihei was kind of hot. In some of the days that we were there, it got to be 85.
At least
I don't remember who I was talking to, but we were up in that neck of the woods, and he said, "Do you know how Kula got its name?" And I was like, "Well, no, I don't know how Kula got its name." And he pointed down at Kihei, and he says, "Well, it's a lot cooler up here." Like, okay,
true story.
Yeah, and then talking to what was is his name Joe that owned the gas station?
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, he was telling me that it's 70 degrees every day. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah,
like man,
And his shop is right at the top of a rise, so he gets all the cool breeze coming up that hill.
Yes. But no, you guys definitely the envy of the car world, being able to see what you guys see, and I'm going to wish you guys lots of happy cruising, lots of safe cruising, and keep those pictures coming. And if you want, I can do a video in the snow if you'd like me to, and I'll send it out to you guys.
Yeah, no thanks.
We just opened the freezer to see that.
We love to look at snow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to doing your Hawaii stuff, and It was wonderful to talk to you. Scott, say hi to Wendy for me. And Kenny, it was, like I said, it was wonderful to get a chance to talk to you. Thanks for the history lesson. And thanks for keeping hot rodding alive out there in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
We'll keep it going.
Keep it going, yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Aloha. Stay well. Stay warm.
Aloha and mahalo. I haven't forgotten.
All right.
Good.
We'll see you soon, I hope.
All right. Sounds good, Scott. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Ed. Hi, I'm Bob. We're with the Wisconsin Specialty Vehicle Alliance, dedicated to preserving our right to restore, modify, and drive our specialty vehicles. And we're listening to Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
It is time for a little history, maybe even some trivia from Kyle. Go for it, Kyle.
Well, I don't have any trivia, but maybe I'll come up with something.
Oh, you just disappointed me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well. First time for everything. So, back in 1942, Tuesday, the 20th of January, Chevrolet produced their last car before shutting down production for World War II. So, it was the last car to go off the line in 42 before they went to producing things for the war.
You know, that was funny how just about every industry in America shut down to build war stuff. Like here in town, I know, Kyle, do you remember when Monarch Range was building there or not?
No.
So like where the Food Pride grocery stores and all that.
That whole block, yeah.
That from the shoe factory all the way down to the post office basically was Monarch Range. They used to build stoves. They started out building wood fire stoves in the 1800s, and then later on they built gas stoves and whatever else. But during the war they were building ammunition at Monarch.
I'm not even sure that I knew that building was that big over there.
Yeah,
I knew it was there, but I didn't know how big it actually was.
It took up a lot. And in fact, we used to, I suppose I can say it now because it's past 7 years, they used to have a bunch of sand in the building, like had a whole big building full of casting sand. And we would go in there and play in it at night or in the late afternoon or Saturdays or whatever. It worked really good. It worked really good till we seen all the rats running through there.
I guess it was just like 2 blocks away from your house growing up then, so...
Yeah, we had
an easy escape place.
Now that casting sand, doesn't that have oil in it? You didn't care.
No, we didn't. It was like silica sand. It was really fine. Yeah, we used to play in it all the time. Yeah, we did. We used to jump off the loading docks with our bikes. It's probably part of the reason why we're as crazy as we are. It got
hit your head one too many times. Yeah.
A few.
A few.
On the 26th of January, 1979, The Dukes of Hazzard premiered. First time on TV for that one.
I loved The Dukes of Hazzard. I watch it now, and it's like, my God, this is horrible. But I loved The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, even know some people who guest starred in the show for an episode. The Oak Ridge Boys are on for an episode.
Oh, yeah. We do know the Oak Ridge Boys.
I do, yeah.
You do. I met them.
Oh, you met them, but...
Yeah.
I have not, so there.
Yeah. But no, we used to, and then of course coming of age with Daisy and Roscoe.
Remember when you saw Ben Jones at the car show in Milwaukee and he sang the theme song with Tony?
Yep, he sure did. That was really cool.
Cooter. And the last thing I have for history is January 23rd of 2006. Is when NASCAR announced their Car of Tomorrow. So you remember that car that had the little wing in the back?
I do.
God.
And the big weird-looking spoiler in front, or splitter in front. There was a lot of weird stuff going on there.
Yeah.
But
it was like
me and Grandpa, we were at that first race for that Car of Tomorrow at Bristol.
Yeah.
So we were there for the first one.
That was an ugly car.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. In the interest of safety, you want the big greenhouse and everything like that. I get it. But... NASCAR built its roots on what wins on Sunday sells on Monday.
Yeah.
And everything just kind of mushed together. There's no Chevrolet, Ford. I mean, you look at the finishing order of races back even in the 70s. You had Ford, Mercury, Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, Chevy, Buick, Olds, Pontiac.
Yeah.
There's 3.
Barely. They're basically all the same.
I mean,
anyway.
with the name.
Yeah.
Then Tony Stewart going to drive a Ram in the Daytona race truck.
Well, that's good.
So, then Mark Martin, we had him on last month. What he was hoping for happened. We got that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got that 10-race chase now. No more reset every 4 races.
Yeah.
So it's not perfect, but it's better than what we're dealing with now with NASCAR.
And the whole thing of if you win, you're in, because then
Yeah,
you'd
it's all
have the
gone.
you'd have the ringers that would go to a road course, win the race. Well, then they're in the championship hunt at the end of the season. When they didn't do shit all season long.
But they did add a lot more points for winning the race, so there is more value on winning. It's just not going to be automatic trophy chase like they used to, like it was this last year, or last few years with this format.
But yeah,
But I do have a trivia then for you, Al, if you want something.
Here we go.
I did have a backup question, or a backup thing in history, but I'm just going to ask you instead of tell you.
Uh-oh.
Do you know what happened on this day in 1982 in Iowa?
82. Well, not the Buddy Holly crash, not in 82. No, I have no idea.
It has to do with rock, so you're on the right track. That's not it either.
Sorry, Alex, I have no idea.
Well, get off of the Jeopardy theme song, get on the crazy train, because this is the day that Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off that bat in Iowa.
No kidding.
He did that in Iowa.
That was in Iowa. 1982.
I'll
And
be
I,
darned.
when I was reading that today for history, it said he bit the head off and he felt the head twitching in his mouth.
Yeah, because he thought it was a prop. Yeah.
Did he really?
He thought it was a prop. Yeah, he's not that.
Yeah, so his big infamous moment ended up being a mistake, really. But
I don't know about you, but I think I would have hurled.
Yeah,
well, that is where the Field of Dreams is too, ain't it, in Iowa?
it is.
So he was just up to bat.
Jesus.
That I did not have prepared. I just thought of that right now, thinking about
Yeah,
this.
that
I
was,
can't prepare myself, otherwise I'm lost.
Yeah.
I gotta go impromptu.
Well, you did good. That's for sure. I didn't know that was in Iowa though.
No.
Yeah, was that some like a veteran park of some kind?
Oh, I was hoping to be at a state fair somewhere because that'd be even better.
Yeah, right in front of the polka band.
Guys are trying to eat their pork sandwiches, and here's Ozzy biting the head off a bat. Anyway, coming up next is
Des Moines, Iowa, at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium.
okay. Well, coming up next is going to be the Buzz with Beth, so hang on tight. Coming to us from one of the dimly lit bathrooms in the Sussex Bowl, it is Hot Rod Beth. Beth, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I just got out of that dimly lit restroom. Thank you for sharing with everybody.
Yeah, the echo is too loud in there anyway.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
yeah,
tried that
it's
before.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah. So,
No bueno. But no, it's goddamn cold out though. Holy mackerel.
That
Went
it
from
is.
like spring weather to chilliness again. Don't know why that came up, but anyways, it is what it is. Wisconsin in the winter is like this back and forth, back and forth.
we'll blame it on
But-
Canada.
I like it. I like it a lot. Blame it on Canada. Damn youpers.
No, that's the
Anyway,
UP.
so-
But anyway,
Yep.
either way. So
So
what,
bye. Thank you. Not you guys. Sing. Anyways.
all right. What do you got going
Anyway,
on?
so this is what I got going. I got a few things. So, this Sunday is our toy show and swap here at Sussex Bowl for the model cars
Yep.
and toy show from 8 until 12, Sussex Bowl. It's going to be back in the pool room, so you'll come in on the east side door and come on in. I'll be behind the bar slinging drinkies.
All right.
But we'll have coffee and breakfast available and so on. We have over 24 swappers coming, I guess. So if you're interested, swing on in. And then February 1st, up in Iola, they're having their 4th annual swap summit going on. So you'll have a chance, if you have any concerns about swap or anything for an Iola or any ideas, this is the place to share all your thoughts. And that's February 1st. Let me go. Wait, I want to make sure I got the list here. February 9th, here at Sussex Bowl, we got the indoor car show from 3 to 6 p.m. Bring your model cars, anything that you purchased from the swap, you could bring in. It will be happy hour between 3 and 6 too. We're always happy here anyways. Eating chicken and stuff like that.
Yep.
So indoor car show then. Exactly. February 26th, February 22nd, the Washington County Fairgrounds is having a swap. That's their first swap. It's hosted by the Model A Car Club. They have it every single year. That's a nice indoor show to go and participate in. Bring a list of stuff you're looking for if you're interested in that.
Okay.
What else? Oh, the All Car Club meeting. Paul changed the date on this. It went from the 28th to March 1st. That's going to be at the Knights of Columbus in South Milwaukee. If you have a car show, what we do at these meetings is we try to get together so we're not stomping all over everybody's feet. It's already, what do we get, 16, 17 weeks of time to put our car shows in. So we try and make it so that we're not overlapping with people and so on. But it's a great opportunity to get your flyers out. Wisconsin Motor Events will be there collecting flyers. If you need to get a flyer, you can always send it to me, Beth, hotrodbeth@gmail.com. And otherwise, I think you can upload it to wisconsinmotorevents.com too, if I'm not mistaken. But you really want to make sure that you have your dates on there, and address is always big, all those other things happening. So,
Sure. So just to add to what you said, Bear Jackson is Scottsdale is going on right now. We were just watching a little bit of it before, so they had some pretty good cars going across the block already, and just like always, some of the stuff is like, holy shit, I can't believe it went that cheap. And some of it is like, holy cow, I can't believe that somebody spent that much money for that.
right.
But yeah, coming up this weekend on Saturday, the 24th, is the Merrill Winterfest ice drag. So just check that out. You can check them out on Facebook at Merrill Ice Drags. If you haven't seen this, it's like it's an 8th mile course, I believe, all on ice. These guys use studded tires, and they rip the hell out of the ice, and they are fast.
Is that on snowmobiles?
No, it's cars. Yeah, they take actual,
Really?
we'll see a lot of cars that you see race like at Kaukauna on a drag strip, and these guys are flying down the track. It's actually a fun thing. It definitely will be cold enough to be making some ice because it's like, God,
Right.
I don't know. My mom always said colder than a well digger's destination, and I don't know. I think wherever that well digger would stop, it would turn to ice. But holy crap, is it cold outside? The other thing coming up on January 31st from 8:30 to 5:30, the Kewaunee County Fairgrounds is the Wisconsin Motorsports Expo. That's up there at Luxembourg. So if you guys are looking for parts and pieces for your circle track cars, I'm sure they'd have stuff for drag cars and even some hot rod stuff there. Go out there, check those guys out. Like I said, it'll be the 31st, January 31st at the Kewaunee County Fairgrounds up in Luxembourg. So they have all sorts of fun stuff up there for people to look at, to buy. And yeah, sounds like they got vendors and all sorts of neat stuff.
What day is that? That's on the 31st?
Yep, the 31st.
Oh, gosh darn it. I'm going to be in LA for that Roadster show. Otherwise, I would have went. Now, that wasn't very nice.
No,
We're not trying to be nice.
Oh, I see how it is.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, one of these times we're going to have to go. I told Tracy I really want to go to the Roadster show, and she said, well, that's nice. So I think that means she wants to go with me, so we'll figure a time out to go.
Yes, bring her along.
Sure.
Think of all the fun we could have.
Okay?
As long as you like to crochet.
And well, she can do that while, we'll get her a seat somewhere. And
No, I think she'd actually enjoy being out in California when it's like 19 below here, and even if it's 50 there, it seemed like shorts weather. But
I hate to tell you, but it's going to be about 75, 80 degrees when I'm there. But I'll call you, though, and let you know.
I'm sure you will.
Yep. I sure will. And, prior to this, Al,
Yes,
what have you gotten done on the truck?
not a thing.
God damn it.
Have you seen the weather outside?
Yeah.
By the time a guy gets his garage warm enough to be in it, you're kind of sick of wanting to go out in the garage.
Oh, come on. He's been using that excuse for how long now? Enough's enough.
Fine, I'll think of another excuse.
Yeah, you better come up with something different because it ain't working anymore. I'm about ready to send my friends over there to help you.
All right. So that was some of the shit that Al says. Now let's get into the real shit that Al says. Al, what do you got for us this week?
The other night I was looking up at the moon, and I got to thinking, gee, wouldn't it be nice if all women were just like the moon? And by that I don't mean bright and beautiful and full of awe and wonder, No. I mean, show up at night and be gone by morning.
Wow.
So yeah,
Al.
send your stuff to Al at the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. I'm just kidding.
Tom writes all my jokes, by the way.
Yeah.
He does? I don't think so.
Sometimes Tom's just as surprised as everybody else.
I don't think so.
Well, at least I'm not the one getting a finger pointed in my face when we go to car shows. Or, well, I did once, and then we straightened her
Say
out.
really, that was you.
Yeah.
On behalf of Al.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she's not there this year because she'll probably punch you in the eye for that one.
Yeah, well.
I'll protect you, Al. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't say it.
All right. That's going to do it for this episode of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us and spending your time with us. If you enjoyed this show and you're subscribed, maybe pass it along to a buddy who's into hot rods too. If there's something you want us to talk about, you want Bill that you want to share, something that you did, let us know. We're always wanting to hear from you guys. So you can send an email to hotrodtuesdaypodcast@gmail.com or call or text at 920-306-1411. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys. So until next Tuesday, take it easy. Keep the wheels turning. We'll catch you on the next episode of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Bye, guys. Thanks for all you do.
Bye, Beth.
Bye.